Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News, and we have an Arie Jr. and Lauren update. No longer bitter with the franchise. They were in an interview with E! News, and they were asked, "Are you bothered by not being considered a success story by the franchise?" And by the way, I don't know that anyone doesn't consider them a success story. They're just kind of doing their own thing. Either way, we're going to get into this right now. I'm recording from Indonesia. That's right. I am in Asia. And I am 16 hours ahead of California time, so it's a little bit difficult for me to make content for you guys just because it's 16 hours ahead, so it's nighttime for me. But I hope you enjoy this. Hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how your day's going. I hope everyone's doing well out there. Tomorrow I'll have Bachelor recap and all that other jazz. No live streams, but let's get into it. So here's the interview. I'm about to play for you just a 3-minute clip. Look at this. E Insider has 524,000 subscribers, and only 2,500 people watch this clip. I guarantee more people are going to watch this on my channel. What does that say about E! Insider? I don't know. Maybe the subscribers are fake. Who knows? Either way, let's have a listen to what they have to say.
Really care.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean,
it's fine. Like either way,
we're grateful for the.
So again, the question they didn't read the question out loud was, "Are you bothered by not being considered a success story by the franchise?"
Care.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean,
it's fine. Like either way,
we're grateful for the experience.
And
we'll always be grateful.
Right. And if they asked us to come on, we would say yes. Like we still are grateful, like he said, and like we love the producers that we worked with. So
I think their focus isn't, necessarily like making sure the couple works in the end. Their focus is making sure that the TV show is a great show. And
by the way, where are they recording this interview? Are they in the back of a pickup truck? I think they're in the back of a pickup truck recording this interview. It's very backlit. All right, no hate. Either way, let's listen to the rest of what they said about this part of the topic, and then we're gonna play another video for you.
Jealous comes first.
Yeah.
And that's obviously why they're successful,
right.
Because it's entertaining.
We're really good at communicating, like he was saying. And then
the question was, what is the secret to your lasting relationship? I guess the secret is taking the diamond ring off of Becca Kufrin's finger.
Our date, like we always make time for each other, and we go on dates, and I think that's really important. We don't, like, our family is our focus, and it always has been.
Yeah, I think we prioritize each other over work, and even over spending time with the babies, because it's important to have a strong bond. And
they prioritize themselves. What is Arie wearing here? Is he a magician? Or he looks like he's a magician with that outfit on. Either way, so they came off very good here. They said, we love the producers and we understand what the show's all about. And then there's only 4 comments, but some of the comments said, but they went on a video not too long ago sounding bitter that they haven't been invited back to the show. Who are y'all trying to fool? And it's actually a very good question. So I brought up that video. Here is me reacting to Arie shredding producers for not caring about the few success stories.
And interestingly enough, there's only 3 bachelors that are still with somebody from their season.
There's only somebody from their season. Only 3 bachelors that are still with somebody from his season, which goes to show this couple is more successful than the majority of Bachelor audiences, of the Bachelor alumni. But he said still with somebody from his season, because while Lauren was his final rose, she was really his final rose, right? Becca Kufrin was his final rose. Then he kind of said, "Gimme," and then he gave it,
And it's just interesting that they never reach out.
I don't really think it's about that.
I mean, it's just funny that wouldn't they want to celebrate some success?
Whoa! And I thought this was so funny because, it's like this isn't like they were in an interview. They said this out loud. This came from their YouTube channel. Hey, but good for them. They can be snarky. Look, you can hate Arie all you want. When it comes to the show, he is one of the most successful people from the show. He's with his final rose recipient. You know what I mean? So credit where it's due. They made it work. They have kids. Shots fired. Wouldn't they want to celebrate some success? Arie, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You are one of the only
And you
All
can
right, so clearly I already said this before. And speaking of success stories from other couples, here's Maddie Pruitt wishing her husband Grant Trout a happy birthday. She said, "Shout out to our friends in the back with the flashlights." I don't know if I can play this clip in its entirety because it might blow my eardrums out, but have a listen. Which, by the way, doesn't it feel like Arie and Lauren are about 35 years older than Grant and Maddie? It's crazy to think that they came from relatively similar seasons.
There's gotta be a million reasons why it's true.
Listen, I hope that they pray for better vocal cords. I hope that that's something they can go for.
When you look me in the eye and tell me that you love me, everything's alright.
Okay, well, we're happy for them. Hey, happy birthday, Grant. I hope you have a fantastic birthday. You know, I was fiddling through Instagram and all that because, and by the way, Reddit is banned over here. Not in Indonesia, but in the hotel I'm staying at. And it's kind of peaceful. It's kind of nice not having to worry about that. Which one was? Oh, this one. There was this reel that we played last week here. I'll play a quick clip of the reel.
To be honest, like I've had those moments where standing firm in my faith has cost me a lot. And by a lot, I mean thousands, maybe even millions of people that have persecuted me. And
So we already made this video about Maddie's persecution, and if you didn't see it, it was from a few days ago. It was about the industrial persecution complex, the idea that a lot of people have that everyone's out to get them, and it's kind of one of those like kind of rallying cries around, woe is me. But actually, I just saw this and brutal comment. I mean, credit to Maddie for keeping these comments up, but Melissa on Instagram said this in response, and I know this has nothing to do with Arie. That video was short, but now we're going to be talking about this. Does standing firm in your faith mean using it to make lots of money? I love when people believe in something and stand by it, regardless of which religion that is. Can you say the same? The main issue I have with you is how you've turned your faith into a money-making venture, as did your husband and his family. I've watched yours and his speeches and watched comparative speeches which follow a specific technique, formula to manipulate people's minds, therefore growing your business faith. It's a known tactic in your industry and it works like a charm. I believe this preaching and purity culture is also just to make money through manipulation, and this is why I'm not a fan. It has nothing to do with your individual faith, but I understand it fits your agenda to act like that's the issue. You like God and we don't, right? And again, I don't think that Maddie doesn't believe what she's saying. I just think that, she's it's like she's part of a business model that exists to sort of like put money behind people that are cute and young and preaching these types of things. But either way, I thought that was an interesting sort of take that somebody had on one of her Instagram reels here. But I was pushed in that direction once I saw that people were saying that video of her and her husband singing is cringe. Which, by the way, Maddie, Grant, sing all you want. Do what who cares? I mean, by the way, I have a very, very, very bad singing voice, so I couldn't do it any better myself. But that's where I stand. All right, so there's your update on some of my favorite couples, Maddie and Grant, Arie and Lauren. And if there's any other news, you know where to find it. I'm going to have a little bit more of a personal intro to my podcast today, Bachelor Rush Hour. And it's for no other reason than I'm just going to share my whereabouts, what we've been up to. My wife and I, of course, are on our honeymoon in Indonesia. We are in Bali, a beautiful, beautiful place. And we've been staying in the jungle where all the long-tailed monkeys are. And we are just loving the culture here. The Hindu people are so kind. We've visited many temples. We put sarongs on, and we've really gotten to enjoy, just a different slice of life. And the thing, and again, I'll allude to this. I'll talk more about it in Bachelor Rush Hour, the podcast. But and again, this is no knock on Christianity. This isn't a knock on that religion whatsoever. But there's something so sweet about going to the other side of the world and just realizing that their world exists. No one's watching The Bachelor in Indonesia. Their world exists, And on this island, especially where I was staying in this very remote part in the center, very kind of quiet, quaint area, just the jungle, the people, their priorities are different. They almost follow just like there's less internet, there's less worrying about what other people are doing with their things because the social media is not a big deal. And it just reminds us that what matters in life is not other people's successes or other people's failures. What matters in life is how we connect with those that we love. And I'll talk about it a little bit more on Bachelor Rush Hour, the podcast. But if you haven't already and you want to join, it's a link in the comment section. It's totally free. Bachelor Rush Hour, the podcast. You can just download it or stream it, whether it's on your laptop or your iPhone or wherever. And you can go check that out daily, every afternoon. I'll have an episode for you today. All right, well, unless there's any other breaking news, that's going to be it from me. We'll be back tomorrow with the Bachelor recap. In the meantime, hit the subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.